Hello and welcome back to the Dungeons & Dragons Podcast UK. My name is Yasmin and I will be the DM.
Hi, my name's Colin and I play Cuin de Greymont, a paladin from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Spencer. I play Caddo Chasseur, a cleric also from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Brian and I play Ogvar Shawfoot, a ranger from Kessig.
Hi, my name is Samantha and I play Elora Greyvale, a sorcerer from Nephalia.
City beckons. Despite the dismay and irritation with an inebriated bat, everyone was excited to exit Dranau and enter the next stage of their quest. The team is still striving to seek answers to the ever-deepening crisis that currently threatens Innistrad and its inhabitants. But our companions were hoping for a swift, safe passage to Selhoff. But once again, as we left in episode 44, it appears that Lady Luck, whomever she is, has left them in the lurch, and some unknown assailants have begun waging war on the wagon train. Episode 45. The wheels come off the wagon.
Okay, so let me just write this down. So we've got 18 Cuin,
12 for
12 Caddo, 20 Murdoch,
Yes, please.
and
7, wasn't it? Did you say 7 for you?
Yes, sorry.
7 Ogvar, and then
13 for Elora,
13 Elora,
10 for Rowan.
10 Rowan.
And Esther's traditional 36.
Yeah, that's the one. Let's get you out of the way. Esther's 7.
There's a lot of sevens rolling around the table.
Ogvar, what's your dexterity score?
Dexterity, but modifier or just score?
Modifier.
The modifier +2.
So this really big guy, he's holding a big hand axe in one hand. It's got a massive blade on it. He roars. He goes, "Charge!" And just from looking at him, Elora and Cuin, you can see they're all kind of dressed in they're all dressed in plate, half plate and full plate. Full plate and breastplates. But they're all very torn up. They look, they've got like deep gouges in it. It's like they've scavenged them off corpses. You see they've been kind of tied together where leather straps are broken or worn through. And they were dressed in like an assortment of like skins, furs, general kind of bandit wear.
Okay.
That's now a thing, bandit wear.
But they are obviously humanoid and...
They are humanoid.
And living.
And they are living, yes. They're not undead. But they have a variety of... They've got swords, they've got axes, and this really big guy at the back, so he hasn't got an axe, sorry, that's reading the wrong thing. He has a bastard sword. Big bastard sword in his hands. Okay, so, first up we have Murdoch.
Murdoch is not going to do a lot, I'm going to say. I think he's probably going to fly up high and...
Crap on them.
He's good at that.
Yeah, well,
Well, so
he's all over my armour, so yeah. He put on him.
Can he put on him?
Might go in an
I'll
eye.
tell you what.
Yeah.
Temporary blindness.
He can put on them. Whether he's going to hit them is something else.
Let's do it.
Do you want to give a specific place he can hit? If you do, it's going to be a very low percentage chance.
No, just sort of like from
On
above, just So.
Fly by splattering.
There's 5 of them. He's got a 50% chance of hitting at least one of them.
Cool.
High or low?
Low.
It's low.
Hey!
Which bit got shit?
What? Which one or which bit of which one?
Which one? Which one do you want to poo on?
I'm just going to say the big guy at the front.
Yeah, let's upset the big guy.
Because he's making the most noise.
Okay, big guy at the front gets Raven dump on him.
8.
Okay, there we go. So he kind of bleh in response to that, and he kind of growls angrily and looks up at the sky. Next up, we have Kewin.
Right, he's getting off the cart, a move action.
Getting off the cart, I'm going to say will take you 10 foot of movement.
Okay. So I can't move after that, can I?
Yeah, you can.
You've got 30 foot of movement, so
Okay.
you can move another
Well,
10
I've got
foot.
20.
can't you?
I was
Oh,
going to
20,
charge. Big man.
Yeah, you can't reach him for that point.
If I was away.
What?
It's charge double.
No.
No? Okay.
No. Charging gives you a bonus on your 2 hit.
Okay. So, can I walk?
Yeah, you can get off the carriage, you can move 10 foot, yeah?
Yep. I'll
Which
do
way
that
you
there.
going?
I've got my flail in my
Where
hands.
are you going? There?
Yep.
Okay. Next up, is there anything you want to say? Shout, do anything else?
I say, go away.
Okay, so, next up we have... Okay, so this guy here, this first guy is going to... He kind of pushes himself over the rise, and using the force of the rise, he gives himself that bit of extra boost of speed. And he charges at you, screaming. You can see spittle flying from his mouth, arm raised with a scimitar up in the air. And he's going to attempt to strike you, Kewin, with a 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I've not got my. I'm using my flail.
So he deals d6's worth of damage to you. So he deals 2 points of damage as his scimitar comes crashing down on you. Not getting through your armour, I'd say, but probably bruising, leaving enough of a bruise for you to feel it. Okay, next up we have Elora. You are way at the back over here.
Right.
You're like,
Alora is going to... Is it her full movement to stand up on the back of the cart? Is the cart still moving?
The carts have stopped at this point.
Right. Is it? It's going to be a full round movement to actually... Oh, I don't know. As my move action, it would take... Can I stand up?
Yeah, it would take a movement action to stand up.
Just my foot... Right.
because you're sat down.
Okay. She is going to grab her bow
Okay.
that's next to her,
Okay.
and because she also had already said that she'd set an arrow ready, she's going to stand up, grab her bow, and she wants to take a shot.
Okay, who are you shooting at?
I will shoot at the guy. Yes, that one there. Sorry. So he stood in front of one that stood just obviously.
Yeah, in
behind
front of the
him.
big guy.
Yeah, in front of the big
Yep.
guy. Yes.
So you're going to take a shot at number...
2? Is he 2? Because 3 was the one that ran
He's
over
number
the queuing,
1.
wasn't he?
He's number 1.
He's
Right.
number
Okay.
1.
Shot at this one of the 4 that are still remaining in that sort of tree line
Yep,
area.
okay, so roll to hit.
And that is an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. 18 does not hit.
Wow.
Okay.
What was that on? Who did you attack?
She attacked number 1 here.
So what happens if my arrow just go plunk or something?
It probably just buries itself into the ground near his feet. It's very close, but it's just not hit him. Okay, so next up we have Caddo. If you want to slide yourself off the bench from where you are, it will take you your full action to move because you are.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was wondering whether or not it's worth trying to ping a crossbow bolt into somebody. Having sat on the bench with it on my lap, it's probably the easiest option. Yeah, let's fire a crossbow bolt. Eeny, meeny, miny bloke right in front of the tree.
Okay, so number 4.
Number 4.
Okay, so from where you are, you're sat down, and you've also got Ricky
In the way.
in the
Oh
way.
yeah. So actually, we should probably speak to Ricky and Jeff, shouldn't we? And calm them down a little. Let them know it's our business.
Yeah.
So Ricky, Jeff, this is up to us. Lean back. Leave it to Ogvar and I. We'll deal with this.
Okay, Ricky takes it literally and flattens himself like a plank.
Perfect. That means I can fire over him.
Yep, okay, you take a -2 because you are sat down.
Yep. Okie dokie. 14's not going to get me anywhere, is it?
Is that on your straight? What's your modifier?
Yeah, no, that's it. So I've added.
Oh, right.
So I've added and taken away
Okay, that's 14 overall.
Yeah, it's 14
It's not
complete.
going to
I
hit,
believe it
no.
would.
Okay. So, next up we have the one which you've just tried to shoot. The one which you've just tried to shoot is going to...
Sit down and read a book.
You'd hope so. No, he's not going to do that.
Worth a try.
He's going to come right over towards the carriage. Moving. He's coming right up towards your carriage where you are. Ricky is looking mildly panicked as he approaches. He hasn't got quite enough movement to get to the carriage, but he does kind of come up really close to you now.
Okay.
And the non-fighting NPCs will move at the end of the round.
Okay.
Okay. So next up we have creature number 5. Number 5 is going to move up and attempt to attack Kewin. So number 5 is going to +6.
I told you not to wear that big T-shirt with the target on it.
22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And he does 2 points of damage to you as his hand axe kind of buries into the armour. So next up is creature number 1. Number 1, after having been attempted to be shot by Alora, is going to start moving up towards the back of the convoy in an attempt to kind of subdue you at the back. Next up we have Rowan. Is Rowan doing anything? I think he's still drunk. Or he's got a bat hangover.
Yeah, no. He's not going to be in any fit state. He's probably not even really aware of it. He's sleeping it off, isn't he?
Yeah,
So
you want him to remove him from the fight?
I think so, because I think he's compromised, isn't he, to say the least. I'm not going to send him to be
His
doing
systems
anything.
are
am I?
down.
Yeah.
Okay, Ogvar, you're next.
Okay, I would like to stand up. So all I can do is stand up. That's any movement I can do.
Yeah.
Okay, I will stand up on the bench.
Okay.
Yep. Or well, on the footplate or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And which number is this guy here?
That is
Number 4?
3.
3. Okay. I would. He's within 30 feet, so I can combine all me doodahs. I'm going to have to
Yep.
take one shot at him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Are they all human?
They are human, yes. So you get your bonuses.
Yeah. So that's going to be a 27.
Hits.
Good.
Nice.
And then I would.
Roll your damage.
Okay. It'll be 5 points of damage.
Any bonuses or anything added
That's
onto
with them
that?
all.
Okay.
I didn't roll very well. At all.
5 points of damage onto number 3. Okay. So next up we have Esther. Esther is dismounting the carriage. 10 foot. 5, 10, 15, 20. And she's starting to move round the back to start
Good
trying to
Esther.
protect the back of the carriages and the back of the convoy. Okay. So next up we have creature number 2, which is this big bad guy. He is going to kind of move up to stand on top of this rise here. So he moves up to stand on top of this this rise, which they've all kind of spilled over the top of. He's not doing anything at this point. He's got his bastard and he's just kind of planted it into the dirt, hand on its hilt, and he's just roaring at these men. Fight, you bastards, fight! Okay. So next up we go back to we have the NPCs. Okay. At this point, Ricky is going to kind of raise up from his position in a plank. He's going to dive forwards, and he's diving off the front of the carriage in between the axle where the horses are.
Between the horses.
Yeah.
Good place to hide.
And he's just kind of prone on the floor there, hoping that he doesn't get trampled. And Big John drops the reins, and he comes down and he stands on the floor, and he's going to move up towards this.
Do you want me to move Leopold
bandit.
for you?
No, they're going to remain where they are. They're out of the fight at the moment. They're not sensing they're in any imminent danger. The most they would do is turn around to watch this going on. Leopold himself, he's an older gentleman. He's not going to fight. He's not the fighting type. And Ben's only got a dagger, so
Fine.
we're going to leave them out the fight.
We'll call them the audience.
Yep. Okay. What's Murdoch doing? Top of the round.
I think he's just going to perch on top of a nearby tree. He's more of an observer than anything.
Yeah, Murdoch perched himself on that tree over there. Is he going to do anything for the rest of the fight?
He might do. He may
might
do.
do, okay.
He may do.
Kieran, you're up next.
Well, the one that's stood
They're both
Oh,
right
two.
on top of you.
right. The one that's towards
the carriage.
the second
Yep.
carriage. I'm going to smack him.
Smack
Or
away.
try.
Roll to hit.
19.
Does not hit.
I had that with an 18, which I was like.
It's at number 4 here, closest to the carriage.
19 does not.
Unfortunate. It's close,
Mm-hmm.
but no cigar. Okay, so next up we have number 3 is attacking the middle carriage. He's going to move right up to the edge of the carriage, and he's going to attempt to grapple you, Caddo. So
Oh.
you can.
What, by leaning up onto a...
Yeah, he's going to try and grab you to pull you off the carriage.
Oh, he's trying to pull me off the carriage.
He'll take a -2 because he's having to lean up to grab you.
Okay.
So he's going to attempt to grapple you with a 8 plus 13 to grapple you.
Okay. So
Because he's trying to grapple you, he'll provoke an attack of opportunity. So you get the attack of opportunity.
so I get that first.
So you've got an attack of opportunity now.
Right, okay. I need to think about it. So attack of opportunity. So at this stage, I would still be holding my crossbow. Because I wouldn't have dropped it in my attempt
Yep.
to ungrapple him.
Yeah. You wouldn't have dropped it anyway in the first place because you would have dodged
Okay.
it.
In which case, then 18 all in.
An 18 one does not hit, but he failed to hit you anyway, so the grapple fails. So he doesn't grab you and you don't hit him.
Right, okay.
Okay. So next up is Elora.
Right, well, I'm still stood on this
Yep.
cart. I'm going to load another. She's not going to get a successful spell off. It's going to be really difficult to do that. So she's going to take a better opportunity in this particular instance and opt for using her bow again,
Okay.
and the longbow that is
Yep.
that's in her
Same
hand.
enemy.
Um.
You've only got one in front of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, roll to hit.
Um.
It's a +3 +1.
Yeah. Oh no, now that is a nat one. Woo! Go, Laura! I have no words.
Let go of the bow, not the arrow.
So you pull your arm back to fire an arrow, and you release only to realise you haven't loaded an arrow.
Oh,
You thought you had, but you haven't.
bum rushed it then.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so next up we have, unless you want to do anything else.
Did anybody hear a twang?
Yeah, I'm. No. Am I going to do that or aren't I going to do that?
I don't know, make up your mind.
No.
Can I assume?
No, I'm just going to stay where I
Yeah,
am.
he's boot, yeah.
I'm just going to stay where I am.
Okay, so Caddo, you're up next. Any attack you make on him will have a +2 because you're
Okay.
above him in height.
So dropping my crossbow is a free action,
Yep.
isn't it? Drawing my morning star would be my movement,
Yes.
so I can just twat him with it.
Yes. Is your crossbow loaded?
No, because I fired it as
Okay.
part of the attack of opportunity.
Right, okay, carry
so
on.
I've just dropped it. So I'm going to try and twat him with a morning star. No. Yeah. So 12.
Yeah. No, even with no.
Sorry, I'm preempting, but
That's not going to hit, unfortunately. Okay, so next up we have creature number 4. Creature number 4 is
The one just in front of me.
that one. He is going to attempt to hit you again with a scimitar. With a. He rolled a 19 plus 8.
So,
Critical threat range for a scimitar is 18 to 20.
oh.
Does a 22 hit you, AC?
yes.
He's gone critical.
Doesn't sound good.
He's gonna roll 2d6. He does 6 points of damage to you. Okay. So he releases this mighty roar, and his scimitar comes down and he slices across your thigh. Next up we have creature number 5. Creature number 5 who is also attacking Kieran. Creature number 5 is going to attempt to hit as well. 13 to hit. No. Okay, so he doesn't manage to hit you this time. His axe just kind of like past you as you're kind of moving. Next up we have number one. Number one is over there. Right, okay. And number one is going to attempt to attack Big John. 18 does not hit Big John. Okay. So, next up we have Ogvar.
Right. Can I? Now that I am stood up.
Yep.
Can I climb into the back of the wagon or step
Yeah,
into the
you
back
can
of
move
the...
across it as if it was normal. It's going to be difficult terrain, so you'll use double movement to pass over it though.
Okay, I'm only just getting to the centre of it, so it's not...
So that'll take you 20 foot to get there.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Okay, that's fine. So now I've got a more stable base, hopefully.
Yep.
I will shout at number 3, I think is in front of us, isn't it?
Yep, number 3.
Just shout to him as I'm drawing my bow. And what is it we want exactly?
Okay.
Is there any reply?
It's not his turn.
Okay, fair enough. I'll shoot him then.
Okay.
Be to be ignorant.
Roll to hit.
Okay, roll to hit. Only one shot. And that's going to be a 16.
Does not hit.
Twang.
It's more kind of like it glances off of his blade. As he's kind of stood there, it just glances off his scimitar and just kind of like whiffling off into somewhere else. Okay, so next up we have Esther. Esther's charging forwards. Esther's got her blade out. Esther's going to try and hit him.
Here you go, Esther. We'll have a bit of Esther.
Yeah, come on, Esther.
So she's going to hit with a 12. Yeah, that hits with a 30 to hit.
Yeah. You're giving me dragon territory for that. Yeah.
And Esther's done 6 points of damage to number 1. 6 points of damage. Okay.
Esther.
Do you want to push Esther up?
Yeah, I'll do. There we go. She's engaged in combat with him now. Okay, next up is the big bad guy at the top. He does nothing this turn. He's looking at his men kind of, and they're, you're not really managing to put much of a scratch on them at this point. And he just roars in laughter. And it's back top of the round, Murdoch.
Nothing at the moment. Skip over him
Okay.
this time.
Cumin.
I'm going to try and hit him on the right again. That's all I can
Okay,
do.
so you're going to try and hit him. Roll to hit.
On it. 19.
Unlucky. No, won't hit him. Okay. Anything else?
Move back 5 foot.
Okay, you take a 5 foot step back. So you're going to go kind of this way.
Yeah.
That way? Yep. Okay. So you've given yourself a bit of breathing room there. Okay, so next up we have creature number 3. Creature number 3 is going to attempt to... he's once again going to attempt to try and grapple Caddo. So make me a...
Does he reply to my question?
No, he doesn't actually reply to your question. So make me an attack of opportunity, Caddo.
Right, and that's with the Morning Star now, isn't it?
Yep.
You said it was +2?
Yep.
19 all in.
19 all in. Just hits.
Oh, we like that then.
Nice. Thank God for
Okay.
that.
So make your damage, roll your damage, and he won't hit you because you've managed to hit him.
We'll call it, that's 10.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Nice. Next up we have creature number 4.
I take it his grapple was unsuccessful, was it?
Yes, because you managed to damage him. Creature number 4 is going to, seeing his the guy next to him taking a bit of damage, he's going to turn away from Kewin, and he's going to kind of walk towards this middle carriage. 30, and he's going to come to a stop kind of near you. He's not exactly at the edge of the carriage, but he's coming near it.
Right.
That's going to be his turn. Creature number 5 is going to take a 10 foot. He's going to move 10 foot forwards. He's going to attempt to strike Kewin.
Which one has moved up closer to the... Is that number 4, would you say?
Number 4, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
With a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Dealing 6 points of damage. After that, we have creature number 1. Creature number 1 engaged with Esther. He's going to attempt to hit Esther. He's a big boy. He's got 9. 18 to hit Esther. He hits Esther. And he deals...
Something's hit Esther.
Something's hit
Wow.
Esther.
Oh, heck.
That's a
Esther, look
rarity.
out!
I don't remember Esther getting hit. It's a new experience for me.
Mm.
Oh, she
She
did
got
get
knocked down
chewed
a lot.
on, yeah.
Yeah, she fell over a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She takes 5 points of damage on that one.
Just got a flesh wound.
And she just kind of like growls back at him. So next up we have Ogvar.
So I've got number 3 and number 4 in front of me.
Yep.
How would getting down off the wagon affect my movement?
If you wanted to get off the wagon in a controlled manner, it would use 10 foot of movement. If you want to try and tumble off the wagon, it will only take the amount of movement it would take for you to get over the edge, so 5 foot.
Fighting from height is an advantage.
But you do get a +2 from height, yeah.
Well, I've been using that.
Chopping
Oh,
you
neither
down
have I.
Well, no, because you're ranged, it doesn't. It's
Ranged,
it's,
it
it's
Oh,
range doesn't
right.
matter. It's
doesn't
melee.
make a
Sorry.
relevant-
Oh,
okay,
so
if
sorry,
you're
I've
going to
got-
try and hit him from, because he's not got in the wagon with her, so I've deliberately stayed on the wagon because we're
Yeah.
whacking them from above, which helps.
Yeah, but if I can get into flanking,
But well, yes,
with
true.
range, that would help. No, I'll stay where I am for the moment because it is
Yeah.
a bit congested. I will take a shot at number 4, please.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's
Okay,
got
I'll
a
have to move you.
That's got to count as point blank, don't that?
Yeah, I can use my point blank shot.
Yep.
Which gives me. Yeah. That is going to be a 29 to hit.
Hit.
Excellent.
Roll your damage.
That'd be a 20 points of damage. Oh no, hold on. I rolled the wrong dice.
What are you using?
I haven't got this far before. I got all excited.
He's using those stone arrows that he's got.
Loaded a 50 cal.
Right, let's try this properly. It will be 10 points of damage.
Oh, it's still
That's
not
still,
bad.
Pretty
still,
good.
that's still.
Okay. So next up we have Esther. Esther's going to fight back. Why not? She's going to use her full round. So that's a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Which is not going to hit him. And then... not going to hit. So she misses with both of her attacks on this turn. He's quite a tricksy one, this one in front of him. Her. So next up we have the boss man.
Is he number 5? Is he the boss man?
He's number 2. The boss man, he's going to roar with laughter once again. And in response to your question, what do we want? We want your goods and your lives. End of his turn.
Oh, okay.
In that order.
We want freedom from oppression and a fair voting system.
Murdoch, is he doing anything this turn?
No.
Okay.
No. Is there anything sort of like interesting about the big bad guy? Is he just in armour, or has he got anything particularly nice looking on him?
He's got this really big bastard sword, as I said, which he's kind of dug into the ground next to him. It looks quite ornate, really well kept. And he's wearing really nice looking full plate. You can tell it's like the best of the lot of them. It's in the most intact, and it's actually got some really nice kind of like filigree, and it looks quite fancy in a sense.
Okay.
And he is properly clad up in armour.
No easy to nick jewellery then. I know where your mind's
I
going.
know where my mind's going.
Okay, is that what Murdoch's
Any
doing?
magical looking amulets or anything on him?
An amulet of instant death? No. Kewin, you're up next.
I'm going to say, is it number 5 in front of me?
Yes, he's right up close to you though. 'Cause, yeah. Yep.
Did he step back up, did he?
Yeah, he was stepped up
He
close.
stayed up to me.
Yeah.
That's enough fun.
Okay, so roll to hit.
19.
Hits. Is that hit your critical range?
No.
No? Okay.
No, it's 10 plus 9.
Okay, so-
I don't think there's a baddie down there. It's not this big bad John.
Roll your damage.
Not a baddie, big bad job.
Bad John.
I forgot to take Big Bad John's turn actually.
That is 12 points of damage.
Oh, good hit.
Oh, nice one.
Ooh.
Nice hit.
Get it
Yeah,
on.
that is a
3.
solid hit. You're using your Morning Star.
No, I was using my flail. That's why I'm only armour class
Right,
17.
okay. So you bring your flail down, and the chain just whips into his side. The ball of it whips into his side. You hear the kind of like clang as it hits metal, and then the kind of tearing of cloth and flesh. Next up, we have creature number 3. Creature number 3 is going to attempt to take a swing at Caddo with a -2. That's going to be more than that because he can barely reach you. Right, he's going to roll. He's going to roll to you with no advantage on his melee attack because he can't reach you that well. And he still rolls an 18.
That does hit.
Okay, so he's using a scimitar. Oh, dear me, that hits critical.
I think she's critted you as well as me.
Yeah.
Scimitar's critical threat range is 18 to 20. I rolled an 18 with no modifier. I've just rolled the critical threat range. What have I rolled?
Another
20.
one.
Natural 20.
Yeah, well done you. Go on for person,
Sorry.
you know. So I'll take it out
2d6.
in a minute with that.
2d6 damage. 2 points of damage.
Oh, you see? There's always a silver lining.
Silver line. He kind of more hits the actual carriage itself, and there's like a shower of splinters which actually do more damage than, you know, than his part of flesh that he might have caught on you.
Can we make 3 wagons into a circle?
No, it's a triangle.
Circle the wagons.
Okay, so next up is Elora.
Right, Laura has moved to the front of the carriage that she's on, which is the rear carriage, isn't it? So I'm going to just stand up on the carriage, so I'm up at height.
Yep.
As I'm looking across the scene, the best one for Laura to attack in range is going to be the one that's down to the side attacking Ogvar, I think, on the carriage in front.
Yeah, okay.
Just on the floor,
Yeah.
at the base of the carriage in front. He's about, 25 foot, something like that?
Closer to 35.
35 foot. Well, that's okay. That's cool. She's going to cast Scorching Ray, which is 25 foot plus 5 foot per 2 levels, so he's well in range.
Yep.
She is going to cast, it says, you may fire 1 ray plus 1 additional ray for every 4 levels beyond 3rd, so it's just the 1 ray at the moment.
Okay.
Each ray requires a ranged touch attack to hit and deals 4d6 points of damage. So I'm
Okay,
going to roll
so
to hit
roll
this
to hit.
dude here. For la 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 la. That was a 4 plus probably nowhere near enough.
Well, hang on, because his armour class doesn't count for a touch attack, so you
4.
might be.
No, it's still only a 6.
Yep.
Maybe not.
No, that doesn't hit.
No, what's
This kind of this beam of scorching heat,
Bugger.
it kind of flickers past, and you can see where it kind of lands to his left, and it almost like chars the strip into the ground.
Ah! Oh, it missed. Damn.
Okay, so next up we have number 3. Number 3 is attempting to attack Caddo. He is going to attempt to take another slice at you with his scimitar,
Ooh. He's given up on the grappling.
and with an 18
Oh, better
misses. Okay, so next up we have Kewin.
Okay. Is it number 5 who's in front of me?
Yeah,
I'm going to smack him. That's
roll to hit.
It's like we never had a break.
good. 21.
You need to remember Murdoch's up
A
in the
21
tree,
hits.
trying to shoot on
Woo!
people.
Is that
21?
threatening critical? No,
That's not
okay.
that.
What was that? 21?
21. Okay.
That's. Idiot. That's 6.
6 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not quite so strong.
Right. So, anything else you want to do on
Are
your
you
turn?
enjoying your conversation that she's going to have to edit out?
I'm just going to
Right, page flipper.
take 1 step 5 foot back.
Okay, so you take a 5 foot step back. Yep.
I can't. It's way too far.
So you're kind of like at the kind of right back wheel now, at the back of the carriage. So you've just created a little bit of gap of space in between you as you've landed this kind of. It's almost like a glancing blow, really, but it's enough to kind of make him stumble and kind of like grip his upper arm in pain. Okay, so next up in the order we have Murdoch. Is Murdoch do anything?
No, Murdoch's just going to stay at that top of the tree and survey the situation for a moment. Might come in useful later.
Eye in the sky.
Right.
Okay, so next up we have top of the round. It is Boss Monster. Yeah, it is. He just stands there and he roars again. He's taking no action whatsoever. He's just kind of surveying this carnage and this scene in front of him, with his men just kind of ruthlessly attacking you guys.
That can't be a good sign.
Next up is Esther. Esther is going to attempt to attack that one in front of her again.
From memory, Esther had been having a little bit of success, hadn't she?
She's been having some success.
Well, she hasn't fallen over this time.
She stayed on
No.
her feet, which is always a good sign.
She hasn't got swamp mud in her boots. So, okay, so
And we still don't know what Big Bad John's going to do. He's joined in at last, so you never know.
12. So she hits with a 17 plus 12, and with a natural 20 plus 7, with confirms a critical.
Oh, see, Esther's back in the party.
17 plus 12.
Oh, sorry.
17 plus 12, and then a natural 20. Confirmed
Ouch.
critical.
Go,
Okay.
Esther!
Go on, Esther.
Go, Esther!
She's rolling a d8 plus 4. 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage, and then.
The
12
DM's
plus
playing on her
4.
own, isn't she? She's having a lovely time.
16,
Coffees.
16 plus 9, someone.
Does not play well with the
25.
25. So she's dealt 25 points of damage.
25 points of damage.
Yeah, so Esther releases like kind of this like feral scream as she slashes her blade up and back again. And you kind of see that as her blade kind of sinks in, it catches him in the neck and he starts kind of pulsing out blood in squirts. And he's staggered back and his face has gone kind of like ashen pale and he's half slumped over and he looks absolutely awful, nearly at death's door.
Ace.
Okay,
Good effort, Esther.
next up we have Ogvar.
Okay, Ogvar is still on top of the wagon.
Yep.
He's not engaged in like face to face, is he? He's not going to take a disadvantage from shooting from up there towards number 4.
No, because you're at height.
Okay, I'm going to go for
Plus 2 on your roll as well for this.
Ooh, ace.
Remember, he's now preferred enemy for you as well because he's human.
Yes,
Yep.
that only gives me damage, no attack.
Does it?
No,
Oh,
not to hit. Right, so I will shoot with advantage. How's that? Do I just get a +2 on
So
it?
you just get a plus 2, yeah.
Okay. So I will shoot once at him. I won't use my double shot. I'll just use one.
Okay.
7, 9, 7, and
16 plus 2, 18.
18.
18 to hit. 18 does not hit.
Okay.
It has been 19 all the way through to hit this guy, hasn't it?
Yeah. No. 19
It'd be more than that.
No, 19 doesn't get it.
Oh, 19's a
20's
cross.
Okay.
19 bad.
Anything else you're doing?
No.
Crying.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we have Numero Uno. Numero Uno is going to...
Oh, he's the nearly headless one.
He's
Isn't he?
nearly headless. He is going to attempt... He's going to disengage.
Ooh.
And he's going to... He's going to retreat
Oh, he's
back
properly running
towards
away.
his boss, and as he goes, he's kind of stumbling, tripping over himself, hand clasped to his neck as kind of blood's sheeting down and dripping off his elbow.
It's okay, he won't be around long.
Number 5 is up next. Number 5 is down there.
This one.
Yeah,
attacking you.
number
That's
5
Kewin's fella.
is taking a step forward, and he's attempting to attack you.
So he's stepping into Kewin.
Yep. And he's going to roll
If only we train the horses to bite people.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Handle him in the check.
So he deals a single d6 worth of damage, which is 6 points of damage.
How are these horses dealing with all this melee going on?
The horses are they are kind of champing and stamping. There's the occasional kind of frightened whinny and snort, but the horses at the front, they're pretty much fine. It's just kind of these horses in the middle which have got the main kind of brunt of this panic. And you can see that Ricky and Jeff, they're kind of stood by it trying to keep the horses steady and trying to stop them from bolting, because if they bolt at this point, they're either going to do damage to themselves, the carriage, or
Well, I suppose
even
they
you
have
guys.
got a wagon in front of them
And Jeff's
as well.
in there
which-
with them, isn't he?
Yeah, Jeff's kind of, he
Jeff's
stood in
in there
between
holding
them
them,
trying to
so-
calm him, and then Ricky's
Ricky, sorry, one more.
in there
Yeah.
trying to calm him, and Jeff's kind of move around the side.
Well,
and
I
he's-
think there is the wagon in front as well, so if they bolt forwards, they can't really go too far, can they?
no,
Anyway.
but they're just trying to keep them steady. It's the horses in the middle which are kind of panicked really here. Okay, so next up we have numero uno 4. Numero uno 4 is going to
Which one's for 4's your one?
Yeah. My mate.
no, 4's your one.
No.
No, my 3's my one. You just
Oh,
tried.
no, it's-
3,
sorry,
yeah, 3 just
sorry,
tried.
I've
3 just tried to hit me,
confused
didn't
myself
he? Yeah, just before.
Yep. Okay, number 4 is going to attempt to kind of. He's going to take a swipe at you while you're stood there with a long sword.
He's working at -2.
20 to hit. Not natural.
Hit me. Yeah, that will hit me. Yeah.
Okay, so you do
I don't like these boys at all. They're throwing some good numbers out.
Yeah, they're a bit.
1 point of damage.
Oh!
He got a really, really good blow there, you can tell. He
Just
kind
got
of
the very
gets
tip,
a.
obviously. Just
Yeah,
the tip
The
in.
pointy end.
Glancing.
Just the very tip of his longsword kind of slices over the top of your thigh as you're stood there, and it just leaves like a kind of like a very thin slice, which just starts oozing out blood.
He's actually with his epi.
Okay, so Caddo, you're up next.
Well, I've had some success with twatting on the head with a morning star, haven't I? So I suspect that's probably the way to continue.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to try and
Yeah,
twat.
then break
Plus
the
2 to hit
Am
with
I
that
still
one.
+2?
Yep,
'cause I'm
still +2 'cause you're
attacking
above him.
from height. Oh, 19.
Oh!
Ooh,
Oh,
is that in total or?
No. It's a morning star, so it's got to be a 20 for bloody critical. But at least I'm guessing with 19 plus 8, I've hit
Oh,
it.
that'll do it.
Yeah, you've hit him.
Good.
Roll
Right.
your damage.
Make it good, make it good. Roll well.
7.
7 points of damage. Okay, nice.
Every little helps, as they say.
yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of clouting around the shoulders, around the head at this point, and he's not taking much damage because he is managing to kind of like dodge out of the way of most of it, but he is taking the occasional like kind of scratch or hit to the shoulder. So you've just managed to kind of smack him on his left shoulder at this point, but he's still kind of stood strong, coming for you.
Yeah, that's alright.
Laura, you're up next.
Right, Alora's still on the front of this carriage, and she's still in range of this same guy that she had a go at before that stood
Yep.
to the just below Ogvar.
Yeah.
So she's going to have another go with the same spell. She's going to have a go with Scorching Ray again
Okay,
at this
roll
guy.
to hit. That's number.
That will be a 14 to hit.
Hits.
Right, okay.
Roll your damage. Is it
She's like,
4d6?
right, tag that.
Go, Laura.
The damage is going to be
4d6?
4d6.
Wheel. What am I?
Oh, I've got a stacking system here. 6, 10, 14. That's 16 points of damage.
16 points of
Nice.
damage. Nice one.
Boom. And as she lets this thing go,
Is that
it's
your
like
that number 4?
Yeah.
it's kind of like a flaming streak as it goes, because it's a small what is it? It's a ray. So basically, it's coming out, and it's like a
It's like a laser beam.
translucent laser beam ray that comes out,
Yeah.
and it's just going to make
Yeah.
with its target.
As it impacts, you kind of hear the sound of sizzling flesh, and Ogvar, you can see like kind of bits of his exposed flesh. Although it's hitting him on kind of like his right arm area, you can see that all the way up the side of his face, from where this kind of heat impact, it's kind of like turning red and blistered, sunburnt kind of looking.
Is it windy?
Not quite toasted yet, then.
Not quite toasted, no, but
Is it windy?
getting there.
You want to smell burning flesh,
I
don't
do.
you?
Yes. Laura's feeling somewhat like
Oh, very
she's
feminine.
had breakfast, so her stomach's quite good this morning.
Is it windy? 50% chance it's windy.
Right.
High or low?
75. High. Sorry, high. Yeah, sorry. I thought she was going to ask me for a percentage or something.
Hi. Yeah, no, it's not windy.
Oh, rats. She sniffs. Oh, I
You
can't smell
you
it.
can get a faint smell of burning flesh, perhaps, as
yeah.
it kind of pervades the air. Oh, well, you've got like a really nice face full of this smell. But you're not getting much feedback off of it. You just hear him screaming in pain.
I'm getting a whiff as well, I
Oh.
assume. I'm fairly
Yeah.
close.
Cool.
Anyone who's
Not
kind of
so
like
pleasant.
in that area will get a whiff.
Good work, Laura.
Anything else you want to do?
No
on your
problems,
turn?
guys. I'll do my best.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, Alora likes her position up there. Did she get, just out of curiosity, did she get any, I didn't add any pluses, but did she get any pluses from being at height?
You would have, yes.
I wouldn't, right, okay, that's cool.
Okay, so next up is number 3. Number 3, same process again. He's going to attempt to attack Kado. 18 to hit.
Yes, just about.
Okay. 5 points of damage as he kind of takes a swipe at your leg with his scimitar. Catches a bit of calf in there. Okay.
Twat.
Okay, next up we have Kieran.
I'm going to try and smack him.
Back in. Go on, roll to hit.
Come on, you got him.
26.
That must have him.
Yeah, that has him.
Yay.
Roll your damage.
Go on in. Let's take an arm off. I'm not feeling in any way
5.
kind to these people.
5 points of damage. Okay, that's... Yep.
So that was, the dice was literally stood up like that.
Yeah. You take a kind of... what are you using?
I'm using my heavy flail.
Heavy flail. Yeah, you kind of swing the flail around and you clip him in the back of the leg and you kind of get this kind of ripping fabric sound, and you can see where your flail digs in and kind of leaves tracks of like scored flesh. Next up we have Murdoch. Is Murdoch doing anything?
Where's Big Bad John in the cycle?
Big Bad John's up and coming. I've forgotten about him for the past few rounds, so...
No, Murdoch's alright at the moment. He's just going to sit on the tree.
Right. Okay. So, end of the round. NPCs are going to have a bit of a shuffle round. Ricky and Jeff are going to stay where they are, and so are.
Did you
Ben.
say that Jeff was calming a horse? Has he gone a
Yeah,
little bit
they're
closer?
stood by the horses. Yeah.
I'll move him in a bit.
So Ricky and Jeff are staying where they're staying. Leopold and Ben are staying. Big John, however, Big John is going to. He is going to attempt to come and assist with dealing with that one you're fighting, Ogvar. So he's going to move up.
Nice one, John.
Or is he going to go into the back of him?
Big Bird John.
Yeah.
Get round the back of him, John.
That sounds wrong.
Well, if he goes into the back of him, you've still got line of sight.
Okay.
If he sideswipes him, we're going to assume some tactical knowledge on Big Bad John's part.
1d10, 19, 20. He's gone critical.
Oh,
Hey, go on, John.
good boy, John.
Big Bad John.
And with a... He doesn't confirm his critical.
Boo.
However, he comes up running behind this guy who's already got the burnt flesh. And he just swings his bastard sword up, and he does. 12 points of damage.
Oh, well done him. He's got to be sore now.
Okay.
I'm really
So
happy
as he
for
comes,
NPCs.
as Big John kind of comes charging up behind, he's a big guy. He comes charging up. He's not making any attempts at being subtle about this. This guy, this bandit, he turns around to kind of look over his shoulder, and he just receives a face full of bastard sword.
Nice.
Doesn't even hit him with the blade, hits him with the flat end, and this guy just bang, straight over, down, dead.
Oh, well done, John.
Oh, nice.
Good work, Johnny boy.
Okay.
Number 4 is out then.
You hear kind of like this anguished roar from this big kind of this head honcho, you'd imagine this boss of these guys, as he sees one of his men just knocked over and absolutely flattened. But it's his turn. As he stood there, he roars, "Kill him!" And Esther's turn.
He's not open to negotiation, this fella, is he?
It doesn't seem it.
No.
I mean, I was going to offer him a biscuit, but
I think I was going to offer him a bit more than that.
Esther is going to start making her
Is he taking your
way.
fancy?
I was thinking of
I
the
was asking
sharp.
if you're single.
I was thinking of the sharp end of my magic, actually.
Esther's going to start making her way towards the middle carriage now. She's going to stop at the back wheel. She's going to turn to you, Ogvar. Are you all right, Ogvar?
Oh, yes, it's okay so far.
Wonderful. Wonderful strike, Big John. It was marvellous. Next up is Ogvar.
Yes, so Ogvar's going to ready a shot, and before he does that, he's going to speak down to Esther
Yep.
and say, may I suggest we try and take the big one.
Oh, sounds like a plan.
Okay, so now the one in front of Ogvar is clear in the line of sight. He's got a clear line of sight to the boss man.
Yeah, okay.
So he would like to use his is it Hunter's Mark? I can't remember what it's called. The thing
Ooh.
that guarantees me a critical. That one.
I think
Okay.
it's Hunter's Mark.
Righty-ho.
Hunter's Mercy.
Okay, so you're using a spell slot to
Yep.
cast that. Anything else you're doing?
I can't do much else, can I? I can't do any attack.
You could move or...
I'm going to stay on top of the wagon and keep him in my sights.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so next up we have number one. Number one is just going to sit this one out.
He's the headless wonder, or the nearly headless
Almost.
wonder.
He's the nearly headless wonder, yeah.
Headless thing.
He's looking
I was just waiting for that.
terrible. It would almost be a mercy to kill him now. Number 5,
Kind of
facing
like.
Hewin. He's, of course, going to attempt to hit you again. 19 to hit?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Probably some good numbers, isn't she, this morning?
3 points of damage. As he's got this little hand axe in his hand as he kind of almost buries it kind of towards your rib area. Okay, so next up is number 4. Number 4 is dead, so it's not number 4 anymore. Okay, so next up we have Caddo.
Twatting him on the head with the Morning Star is it's a slow process, but it's working. So I'm going to go again.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to give up your good position on top of them.
No, I'm in a good attacking position. If I try and cast a spell, it's going to use up a whole round.
Okay, so roll to hit.
And actually, I haven't got. Well, I suppose I could try the 6d6 grapple thing, couldn't I?
Nah, just twatting.
But the 6d6, that's this round to cast it. Next round, I've got to 6. If you're jumping on somebody from above,
Right.
if I launched myself off the wagon at him,
Right, okay.
am I guaranteed in some way to touch him? Rather than it being a grapple check? Because I've only got to make physical contact with him. I haven't got to physically get hold of him. For the ball of flame that is my body to set him alight.
Does your ball of flame body set other things which are flammable alight?
I would imagine so.
You're attempting to belly flop him.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, if you're wanting to set yourself on fire and jump on him,
You set the.
I would say
Well,
that
hang on.
he would
So-
have to make a dex save to try and avoid you. But
Oh,
yeah,
hang
you
on.
could do that.
The flames created by this spell do not harm you or any equipment you carry or wear. Each round the flames deal 6d6 damage, fire damage to any creature grappling you or any creature that you can grapple on your turn.
I
I
mean,
would
if you
imagine
want
so.
to jump on him, yeah, sure. I'd allow that. He'd get a dexterity save, reflex saving throw, to try and avoid you. As
So-
you wouldn't technically be grappling him and actually moving, you could complete that in one turn.
Could I?
Yeah, because
Oh.
it'd be standard action to cast on yourself, and then you've still got your move action.
And then I could just
But
launch
as you're
myself
not
at him.
grappling, you're just attempting to jump on him.
That would count just as a movement action.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right, in which case we'll cast Valor Nimbus.
Okay.
And then I'm belly flop the man, for want of a better phrase.
Are we belly flopping or cannonballing?
Well, that's a good point, actually. Which is going to
Yeah,
do...
but
No, I want to maximise my area, don't I?
Full spread eagle.
I think a spread eagle is the way to go, because I'm maximising the chance of making contact.
He's
aren't I?
basically base jumping onto this guy.
Yeah. Make me a jump check for me. Make a jump check.
She's really got like -4 on the jump or something.
13.
It's over 10.
Yeah, you get a pretty decent jump in. I mean, there's no way you're not jumping on him. You're doing that. I just want to see how much artistic flair you give it.
I am going.
Okay.
Arms akimbo,
Um,
legs out as wide as I can.
Beginning of a swan dive.
Yeah, as if
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Base jump.
I'm
That's
gonna try
exactly what
and
it is.
envelop him entirely.
With a 4 on his reflex save, he
I've got
doesn't
him.
make it. You belly flop onto him.
Can I borrow a D6 from somebody?
You may.
please?
Yeah, your momentum knocks him over as well.
Oh, that's funny.
So you're now prone on the ground doing a very good impression of a starfish.
And what's better is this, is Alora has actually got a really good bird's eye view because she's elevated.
14, 16, 17.
17, okay.
17 points of damage. Nice.
Good.
I wouldn't pull him away because you're still on.
Oh, youngest on fire. Yeah, that's a good point.
How long do you stay on fire?
I think it's 1 round for every level.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 round for every level. So I've got 5 rounds of this.
Okay.
I assume I've kind of pinioned him.
Yeah, he is flat on his
And
back
he's
and you're
prone.
just... Yeah. Right, okay, so Laura, it's your turn. You've just kind of witnessed this beautiful scene of your cleric setting himself on fire and then belly flopping onto a bandit.
Apart from wearing a really both surprised and quite delighted and impressed, all into one facial thing, that which is quite impressive that she has on her face. She wants to jump down off the carriage, not in a giant acrobatic leap, I might add.
Yeah.
Not a belly flop then.
Come on.
No,
Climb down.
well,
Jump down.
well, kind of climb jump, just
It's going to
hop
take
down
you
off
10
the...
foot of movement to get off there.
Right, okay, that's fine. She's going to get down off the wagon,
Yep.
which leaves her 20 foot of movement, and she's going to move 20 foot forwards towards big bad guy and the guy who's still holding his neck.
An eagle-eyed Alora and Cuin catch sight of some badly hidden bandits in the tree line. In the blink of an eye, their peaceful day is put on hold as a battle broke out. With the wagons halted, everyone took up arms and waded into the fray. With flail flinging and searing rays of fire the sorcery of choice, the entire entourage battled bravely and with purpose.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Having you as a listener means everything to us. So, whichever streaming service you choose to listen to us with, please give us a like, subscribe and follow. We would love for you to join us on our Facebook or Twitter page, where you can catch up with all of our latest news. While you're waiting for the next episode of Secrets of the Silver City, why not pop over to our website, where you can read all of the information about this campaign, from backstories to setting. All of the links are in the bio of this episode. Join us again next week for the next instalment. Thank you for listening.